the media.
What did you think about the energy level today? You guys are in a really difficult stretch of games. Do you think maybe that's starting to show?
What was that?
What did you think of the energy level today, particularly given that you guys are in a very difficult stretch of games?
I mean, that's on me. The second half played terrible, and I think that's on me. That game, I shouldn't. I'll say I was being selfish a little bit because I had 30 points in the first half, and that wasn't me in the second half. I got to do way better than that, and that's just on me. I shouldn't be doing this.
Tim McMahon.
Luka, you had 15 assists in the game. When you say you were playing selfishly, what do you mean by that?
I'm just taking some shots I shouldn't be taking, but just got to do way better than this. And as a team, we got to step up, especially defensively, bring the energy. There's no fans in the building, so the energy don't come from the fans now. So we got to create our own energy and, go there and try to win every game.
We just spent like 10 minutes talking about how amazing his night was, and then he said he played terribly in the second half, obviously very hard on himself, and talked about some of the shots he felt he shouldn't take, was a little selfish. What did you make of that, Devin?
I think he could have been a little bit more selfish and took some more of those bad shots. He was the only one kind of making shots tonight. Like I said, I thought he could have been a little bit more aggressive offensively, but the player he is, he wants to get his teammate involved, and he knows he can't do it by himself. Very hard on himself, but also that's the kind of kid he is.
Very critical of himself, but I think he needed to be. I mean, after not having the opportunity to win a basketball game in Milwaukee, you saw the frustration walking off the court. And then when he had the opportunity to play again, because that's the wonderful thing about basketball, you mess up a game, and then you come back and you play the next couple of days later, and you can shake that off. Shook it off the first half, but then just ran out of gas. I thought this thing. He said he needed to play better. He didn't play terrible. He played terrible, but didn't play to his best. But I think the opportunity for him is to get the rest, because he knows it's a very defensive, difficult team to deal with the Toronto Raptors in Florida.
Yeah, turning the page in a hurry, but before we do that, KP's night tonight, 20 points on 9 of 19, shooting 0 for 7 from 3, though. Let's find out what he had to say.
What did you think about the energy level today, especially given that you guys are in a difficult stretch of games and you're shorthanded of players?
Yeah, energy wasn't good. That wasn't us as a team. Out there, we didn't play our best basketball, and it was like a chain reaction. Things weren't working out and going in our way, and that kind of brought our energy down. But we kept fighting. We had good moments that we can take away from this game. But in general, we're all disappointed with the result. There's things we need to work on, definitely on the offensive end, as well as on the defense. But overall, game that we can take some things away from, and those are just conversations that we need to have internally and fix those things so we can show better basketball on the court.
Okay, and one more from Tim McMahon before he has to get on the plane.
KP, Luka was pretty harsh on himself. He said he felt like he was terrible and played selfishly in the second half. What's your take on that?
I mean, we were all, I think, disappointed with our performances. It is what it is. I mean, it's he's the same way. He always expects greatness from himself. I'm the same way, and we have a lot of high character guys that wanna do the right thing on the court. And it's a team game, so we have to find ways how to play for each other so we can feed off of each other's energy, and that way we don't have that chain reaction that we sometimes go into. All right.
Coming back from injury is never easy, especially when you are a player at an elite level like KP and things don't appear to be coming as quickly as you want them to be, right? Said, what are you seeing from him?
Well, you saw some of the jump shots he was shooting in the highlights when he was talking, and it seems like he's already running back on defense, trotting back, not staying within the three or getting more towards the basket as he's shooting that. Now, again, I'm not that shooter, Devin, you are, but do you see that being a problem? Because most of the shots tonight were coming up short.
They were, and I think it's just tired legs, game legs. But I think with him, really, it's just about rhythm and trying to find that rhythm. And he didn't play well in Milwaukee, but he's also starting out shooting a lot of long threes. I think, get to the free throw line, maybe get some layups, kind of get himself going that way.
Those game legs probably coming for KP here in the near future, and it will be, interested to find out if he
At Whataburger.
Tough loss for Dallas, said, but monster game for Luka.
Luka did what I like to do, get a double-double and then get another double-double. One to eat in the car and then the other one to eat at home. Went behind the back twice for the dime for Willie Cauley-Stein. Ooh, I got bars today, man. I got bars today, baby. I know we lost today, but I got bars.
I mean, incredible night for Luka. I'm a little disappointed, though. If you got 30 in the first half, can't end up with 36. I would have liked to see him really go for 50, 60, but he expended so much energy in that first half, didn't really have a lot in the tank in the second half.
Our big brother Reggie Miller would always say, I'm not going out with 2 or 3 attempts. If I'm trying to get it, I'm going to get it with 30, 40 attempts. And maybe he should have done that, but then I think the mental part of him, and maybe Carlisle said, hey, we got another trip that we got to take tomorrow on a big win, so he probably take care of his body.
Yeah, we showed your 40-point game, Devin, in the pregame. I mean, you remember just how exhausting those kind of nights are, right?
He was 12 years old, Dave. He wasn't tired.
And so is Luka.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
That is true. Well, you're right. It looked like he was going to go for 60. Still a very impressive 36, 16 rebound, 15 assist game. He knew what was at stake, what was needed of him. Just such a tall order to ask. I mean, the circumstances with so many guys out, he went to work. He acted quick, guys. He was shooting and draining them early on.
Well, if you look at his statistics for this basketball game, you think that he you probably gassed himself all the way out, but he could have done a lot more. Like I said before, this is an opportunity to take care of his body, knowing that they're shorthanded. If I go out there, have a possibility of losing something, not only my conditioning or something getting hurt, but putting himself in a position to just take this game over slowly but surely. They started out with a good lead. He pushed the tempo just a little bit. It just seemed like Chicago got a little bit going. The rest of their team, more opportunities, more players, played better than the Mavericks tonight.
They did, but Luka did a great job of keeping them close in the first half. But just like I said, legs got tired. You could tell, shot 2 for 11 in the second half, and a lot of his shots were short. Conditioning-wise, just not quite there yet. But like I said, another game tomorrow. Kind of flush this one out and get ready.
Let's find out what Luka had to say about this night as we take you downstairs and listen in to what he had to say to the back. It's the wrap.